now I will be working in some Ncurses development. I will try to make my own game basically using. Actually, I will keep working in a game I was trying to do using Ncurses for the tournament. So right now, this thing had an issue. It was typical the issue I had. Actually, no. Why? Oh, because I never reached the game loop. I never initialized any courses. So when I initialize the game loop though, and the game loop goes here, this calls the refresh game size, and this will basically throw a segmentation fault. So I wonder if this is the one breaking things, or actually it's the game render. Since it's the game render, how is the game render throwing up this error though? I wonder why it's not closing the game though. Ah, because I am not initializing Ncurses probably. So if I initialize this, yes. So the issue seems to be in game render, or is it actually game render, or maybe refresh game size also? No, refresh game size also throws the error. I want to try something though. Let's create a function here that test game, and let's here it's called this test game function. Let's pass game as a parameter, and here let's just go like I don't know. Something like UI, or actually like F. Let's try like that. And if I do this, yeah, it seems the issue is when I try to access it. And then what about size? So, and what about what? What about assigning this infra value though? Could it be possible that here game actually I want to try some stuff though. Like, let's try with that. Wait. And let's just not initialize and put it here. It seems that when I go to game loop, then things break apart. And probably the same with game end though. So what happens here in it game that breaks the game loop? Game equals calloc. Okay, so what if I initialize actually current game here, like current game what if I do this here? No, then yeah, that still tends to be the issue. And what happens if I do something? Yeah. Oh, I see. Yes, this will make sense. No. What I want actually is like current game to be equal to this initialized game. And you receive no parameter here. You create a new game and you return that game. And you actually are a game function, and then I have to go to you here, like game. Maybe I would like this a bit more. Maybe this will do the trick. Yes, that did the trick. So I should be able to initialize Ncurses now, and to render, and yes, that's pretty good. And if I resize the terminal, look at this. If I resize the terminal, it does resize. Okay, this for me is a good start. I can actually start to commit this. Let's actually add the git ignore. Yeah, that's good enough. Thankfully, it is not including the temporary beam files, the one that ends with the uh, S, W, and something. And it's actually ultimate file. Yeah. Well, we are going to call this initial setup. Well, actually, okay, initial setup. Okay, so we have our initial setup commit right now. Now what I want to do though is you go here. You can go. Okay, I want functions to draw like this is going to be an RPG game, so I want to be able to draw boxes, text, and stuff like that. I I don't think I did my okay, so let's go first with how we are going to structure the game though, because right now I have a very simple loop as to render the game, but I was going to use like game status to see what thing I have to render and things like that. The render loop is okay, but I like to make things more clear, like render the borders, render the hood and stuff like that. So let's go into create a new file. We'll create a some sort of UI. Is UI a good thing to create though? Not anything. Maybe yes, maybe no, I don't know. But in UI I would like to have my borders, my text center, so yeah, so this should be a good place to start. Well, actually, that was something far better here. Okay, you're going to put geometry terminal. Not terminal though. Actually, I want to include game too. Maybe I want to just include game though. Yeah, I want to include game actually. Actually, before including anything, let's see what can I do here. Okay, sure. First thing I want to like well, actually, what would be the difference with geometry though? Well, actually, geometry is true. Do I have a draw though? No, actually, I want a draw here. I want a draw function actually. And actually here I want to do something that I did for another project though. And I want to use Tmux for this because let's just save this. And let's use Tmux right now. Actually, let me see what Tmux things are running right now. Oh, it is Recreational. Oh, I was mute. I said I didn't know. I'm going to listen to some music though because if I'm going to be alone in this stream, let me make some listen to some music at least. Mm. Okay, so quick always works for me. Okay, so the UI point, it's okay. Now let's go with the UI red. And actually, what I'm doing, my god. Okay, fine. This should work too. UI red. UI box. That's good enough for me. Oh, also, one more. UI text. Yes. Mm. Online text. Okay, so I wonder if the music was too loud. I don't want to strike from YouTube, so there it is. So align center, align left, align right, align middle, text align type. No, not vertical, I know not align bottom 1, 2, 4, 8, 26. Okay, that should be good enough. Text align type. Okay. So those are the bit size I want. Center, left, right, top, middle, bottom. Okay, so yes, this should help with my text UI class. The red will be like the box display, like the box that this text is going to be displayed on. Okay, and the color and not character here. Actually, then the real type character here, no. And here you're going to have some sort of text. Okay, so for now, to make a basic game, the UI point, UI red, and UI text should be more than good enough to start working with. UI point. Let's keep the basic UI red. And now UI text, create text. Let's just pass a rect here basically. Alright, box. And to be good enough? Yes. Oh, the color too. And character. Okay, the colors must be included from I probably want some sort of UI color. Text color. Actually, let's white. Let's start with one just in case though. White, red, blue. And by now that's good enough for me. Yeah, that should be good enough to start with. This is called the eye color. Yes. We should be happy with this, yes. Equals to the eye. Perfect. So yeah, let's create point. And the same with this. Now let's continue with this. I have my UI point. These are my short functions for sure. But I don't need you anymore. Yes, this is good enough for me. Now what I want though is to start making these functions working. Is there anything else I need to do here? Let me see. Yeah, I believe this is okay now. Right where to. And the interesting part about this though is that I will want actually to specify some sort of game size, and then yes, this is something I actually totally need. What is my game? I need some sort of real game size. And let's just create it here like game. X. Actually, there is a size element, so yes, here's the size. I need actually my Yes, this is going to ensure the responsiveness. So when I init my game, I actually want two parameters. If x, the weight and the height of this game. Okay, cool. This is cool enough. So another thing I want here are the game elements or entities or whatever I want to call it. Because I want some sort of entities to be drawn in the screen. Okay, the figure type is good enough. I believe I'm going to be drawing UI elements mostly. Let's just make it simple right now. I want to be drawing. Let's just make it simple. Let's keep the game size here. And when I start the game, I want this game to be prepared for a basic buffer screen resolution. Let me see which resolution to pick. This one is good enough. Oh, but actually, I am talking about characters. Okay, so let's example this. 1, 2, 3. This is going to be columns. Actually, rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. And let's try with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's try like the double here. Basically will be a third, fifth calls, third rows. Something I want to make sure is that you cannot play games that in terminals that has less columns or rows than this, or you are not going to be able to play the game. Okay, good enough for me. So when we go into the game render, yes, the game render here, if game But actually, let's do this later. Let's add a comment here. Check if terminal cost rows are less in case show a script saying that you need to resize your service they created. Okay, that this is cool for me. This is very cool for me, and now what I want is I do have audio because I always say yes I have audio. Okay, so what now? What I want now is to have my UI functions. Yes, I want to be able to draw these things. Okay, so let me see now. What I want here is and yes I want this function. Color. Direct. Actually, let me go to rect. Rect has a pose and a size. So probably. Oh, and one thing I want to do also, this was the reason to do this, is yes. Point type equals to field type. Yes, this is exactly what I want, and this is what it's going to help me to create a generic draw function for all the UI elements, and that's exactly what I want. Okay, perfect. So I can improve the UI rect and UI point, but this is good enough for me. Now the UI they create text. So I need a type text now it seems. Yes. Create text equals. Okay. Select the box. Basically this will be box. Box. Well actually more easily. There it is. Well actually I can do this. Just in case I will use to go. Because I don't know why I'm using Google. Let me see. UI. No, what did I look at? Oh, yes. No. Good enough for me. I don't want to convert. I want to copy. Now this is just. basically I want to copy. Oh, I know what it did. Yes, makes sense. Yes. So basically what I want now is I want to copy my my source will be like text. So text. Is that good? Yes. Yes, that should be good enough. I need to include it. I need to include a string though, and that should be good enough, I believe. With this, I should be able to create my text UI element, and now I need to render it into the screen because I want to render different element in order to make the game. Okay, so now that I was able, that I made these shortcut functions to create my elements basically, what I want to do now is to actually draw them in the screen. So how we are going to draw this, and let's actually include this. I want to include my UI elements here too. The thing about this is that I can include this without breaking anything apart, it seems. So how to draw this? Let's create now the draw functions for this. There it is, here empty. And now let's take a look at our draw function here. Yeah, this is all done already, but what I want is this. Yes, this draw element function with a void null pointer, and this draw element function will, yes, basically cast this into a figure, check the figure type, and then we cast this into the proper, we use the proper function to draw the element. This is pretty nice. This is really good stuff, and it's going to help us a lot. So let's start with this. Let's go with include game.h, and actually let's include game.h. Because this draw element will need to, well, actually I don't need the game, or yes I do need the game here. Yeah, I will need the game in order to draw. according to the game size and stuff like that. This makes things interesting though, because maybe I want my draw function. Well, no, that won't be very useful. Because what I actually need from the game is just the size, I believe. There's nothing more than the size. So basically, I don't need the game probably. I just need the game size. If I see myself sending the size all the time, it seems that there is some issue though. But anyway, maybe this function is going to be called from a game render element function or something like that. So let's go by this, just by creating the void draw element void the element I want from. Yeah, this. Okay, yes, this would be enough. And now let's go with draw point. Point draw rect, and let's go with draw text. Point rect and text, and that this should be my functions. And now if I go into my and I go here and I say, okay, let's include okay, and here I will need actually pass the I will need the geometry. I will need geometry too. Frame size. Okay, perfect. So yeah, that should do it. But no, actually, what I need here is to pass the game, but because the position will be related to the game. So sadly, I need to pass the game here actually. So I have some trouble here because I need to include game, and I hope I don't end in some trouble here because I believe that if this even defined will avoid the issue with include and include. Things like that. Game. Well, now this is just unless I want the multiplayer games to be running in my game engine that. Well, game engine. Why I'm talking about the game engine, but yeah, this is not exactly the thing I would like to do, but I see. Anyway, let's keep it like this by now, and then let's Then should stop the research. See what can we do, but by now this is good enough for me. So all the positions here are going to be to be related to the game screen and the original game size. So yes. Okay. So fine. Why I had to pass the game though? Because okay, so I could probably create a new class. Well, actually, not class, but something called frame that includes some sort of thing called game frame, probably. Yeah, I could create some sort of game frame, and the game frame will include screen and size. Yes, I like that. Yeah, you go here. Well, no, actually, no. Let's just remove this. Let's not do this. Let's just keep it like this. Okay. So I will keep it like this. Yes. Mm. Okay, so this draw element is going to do do this actually. Yes. Yes, so I think I want to do this. Let's not copy and paste this because it's interesting. Well, there is no figure here though. UI figure. Okay. Fine. UI figure equals to let's cast UI figure. Yes. Let's cut this like this. And let's now fit according to figure type and each prospect case. Each case figure type point okay, I see that this So now let's just by now and we call a proper function like point UI point. Yeah, it makes sense. And now the UI text. Okay. Okay, this should be good enough for me. Now what I want to do is to properly draw this in the screen. So I actually would want to include the courses here. So I can properly draw. Yeah, this is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. So let's go like of x, of y, y color. Okay, yes. I can cast this into an int though, even if I not think, even if I am not sure this is actually necessary, but I can do it. But here though, what I want to do is take in account the game position size and blah 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 blah, all of that. So let's go into game. Yes, screen game position is going to, I want to add this, and I hope, and also you have to take in account the game size though, like, yes, the game size. But by now let's just draw this like in. I probably want to create some sort of function like in. Convert answer position. You get draw position, and here what I want is to call the iPad here like mine. Position pose. And then the game Okay, so basically what I want here is to take into account certain things. Screen size is one thing, and for example, yes, this is the stuff that I need actually right now. Average game size. One thing is my screen size, and another thing is my game size. So you stay here with me. So what I want to do now probably is to first add game screen.pause x. We add this as the initial position, and then we calculate some sort of what probably I want is the game somehow always center in the middle, but that's about the game itself to center itself. Like this game screen pause has to take care of this, the game size too. But yeah, probably I want the screen size only to update according to the game fix. So I want to make sure that always that the screen size width and height is going to be always a multiplier of the original game size. So when I call this function, I will be sure that the game's screen size is a multiplier of the game size. So I can easily do some calculations here without using floats, and it should work. For example, if I do something like game dot yes, I need to make sure that otherwise it works as multiplier. So what I want to do now is some sort of multiplier, like post multiplier will be like game screen dot pause x. I can try with x and y because I know that the game render itself will take care of this when I got the refresh size. So I will make sure, I am always sure that post x, actually not post, sorry, like with y, and white x and y always is a multiplier of this. So white x divided by game size screen size of y yes, this is what I want, because this, in case these are equals, is going to return 1. In case this is double the size of this, it's going to return 2, and this I get the multiplier. That's good enough for me. That's very good enough for me. So I always try, I should be always working with how to call it, integer numbers, and that should be good enough for me. So basically I want the position to be like the game screen post.x plus post.x multiplied by post multiplier, and the same with y. and because I do all my mathematics correctly, this should work. If not, then data ready to kill me. Okay, so this should work with resizing the draw position, but now I want to resize also the to modify the rect position, like a rect. So here I want to include geometry probably. Yes, I want to include geometry here. Here, geometry for position and size too. Yes, but never mind. So yeah, I should be able to call a rect too. Get draw rect. You see the geometry has a side, a pose, and then a size. The pose will be equal to yes, the pose will be equal to the pose will be equal to what? The rect of pose will be equal to basically yes, right? Game. Right. Drag the pose, and then the game here. And the same with the get multiplier here. I am doing here something that is not efficient, but it's okay. Instead of calculating all this all the time, I could store this in a variable, but that's okay for now. This is just for testing. Now what I want is my new rect dot size dot y to be equal to rect size y okay, so this should adjust the draw position and draw. Yes, this should adjust the draw position as well. So basically what I want now is to call like draw pose would be like draw position, yes, pause and game. Draw pose of y. Draw pose of x, and yes, this should do it. Okay, so by now I want to test only the point because I did a lot of code, but I want to check if this actually properly works. So when I want to game here and I call like the refresh game size, I want to take some things in account here. First, when I call refresh game size after the original game is dead. So yes, this is good enough for me. So basically what I want now is like to check let's see online. I want to check some stuff in C. Like for example, if I do test. Well actually, will this work? Okay, fine. Now I have something like this. Like something like this. What happened? One. Okay, yes. So what happens if I have this now? It's of 0. Okay. It rounds. This basically what it does, it's a round function. Because if I have, for example, 5 here, and I say by 2, you're going to do 2. Divide by 1, you're going to do 5. And divide by 3, it's going to do 1. Okay, let me try with something. Okay, so yes, it kinda rounds, but this totally does not fit here. So what I need is a floor function. So I want a math floor here. Do I have to include math to use floor though? I have probably to include math. Yes, I can include math to use floor. So what if I include here math and then I do something like floor division, but to make this work I have to make like percentages. Did it work though? Oh, I'm silly. This is not the way I want. What happens if I do this now? Oh. Yeah, you expect a float. Okay, how to? Can I cast this into some sort of integer though, like doing this? This is some casting hell, but yeah. So basically, it's not caring about what I do, it seems. Why is this floor throwing? showing the value 1 when... Oh, I am silly. I'm just silly. Yes, this is actually working perfect, because if I do like 8, it's going to go 0, and that's perfect. And let's check with this, like for example, let's ignore all this casting and let's do it like this and see what happens now. Well, actually, let's add some new line, otherwise... Well, it seems that it automatically does floor, so I don't need this, it seems. Because this is going to... It seems that both... Okay, so basically it seems that they are quite the same, and that's very nice to me and very handy, because I want to basically do something. For example, I have like... Let's say I have this, and I have my reference screen like this, right? If I do this, it will say to me something like... No, sorry. I have a reference screen like this, and this is the value I set. It's going to say, okay, that yes, two of these. But what if I do something like this? This is perfect. This is exactly what I want. Yes, that's very nice, because okay, equals to game t calls minus or this x, this divided by game size y. And this divide is game size dot height if scale x greater than scale y, then set scale y, otherwise set scale x. So basically now what I want to do is the following thing. Scale, multiply the scale,
esa mujer como si fuera tipo no le daría mucha gana de ver.
And here, actually, no, I don't want this. What I want here is um, and actually, no, I don't want it to be like this. What I want is to see to center this like string dot cost dot x equals string dot size dot y then the calls the difference divided by 2. So yes, basically I want the difference like for example x it's like 10 difference, then we put 5. And we can go with something like this probably. Yeah, I could go with something like this probably. And this should be good enough to center the game. And yes, this should basically create my box in the game center. And I know I have a lot of things going on here that are going to be a mess right now, but that's okay to me. Let's see what happens if I do make. Whoa. Unexpected 90. Oh, I believe I cannot add option parameters. Yes, it seems that I cannot add optional parameters. Optional arguments are not allowed. Okay, they are not allowing. See, it seems so. Goodbye, optional parameters. And goodbye, optional parameters. And goodbye, optional parameters here. So now goodbye you. Goodbye you. And goodbye you. Actually, I don't want this either. They're going to be by default this You're going to be by default. Yes, they are going to be by default. You're going to be by default this, and you're going to be by default UI. So I don't want you either, and I don't want you either. Okay, border color only clear. It's only clear border color because it's not used anymore. And now I use the UI color. It seems can be screen with UI. Let's include UI here just in case. Okay, you're going to be UI color dot white. Okay, expect expression before. Okay, so yeah, it seems that actually I cannot use this, so here align left, align right, align middle, align top. Your point, Okay, so when a zombie. Okay, so what I want to do now. I color white. And then I want this UI color white. Here I actually want the UI color not white, and here the init part I actually want the same, like unknown type name ball. Okay, so this will be in. Okay. Maybe I have to include this. Let's into the lib probably. Or if I include this into the lib, it will work. I don't know. Okay, interesting. I can use an int, but amazing. Now it seems to work, which is pretty interesting when you think about it. So one thing I want to do now is not initialize Ncurses and see which values I am. Yes, it seems that. Sí, amor, ratito que llevamos ya. Okay, so it seems that the game wide and all of this is giving me some issues. Let me see what's the value of game size. Wait. And then the value of game field calls. That's okay. And what about the rows? Oh, I see. The rows seems to be the issue. Yeah, actually, what I want the opposite thing here. Why still zero though? Because what's the value of scale now? Oh, I see. But actually maybe here. Okay, now that seems better. And what if I initialize Ncurses now? Yeah, it seems that the X value it's like too low. Let's say that's probably a lot actually. Yeah, that's cool enough for me. Haha, look at that. Yeah, it adapts. If you have a very big screen, it will adapt. Yes, look at this. Yes. So basically, yes, it seems to be adaptive, but I believe this is a good value already. And what if the game size is like let's make a function here called let's include here let's include yes the ball here and let's create here something called game feast. Green wait, does game fit can game render. Yes, this is basically what I want. So yeah, this is basically the stuff I want to check. Return well, actually, I don't need to do those calculations again. I can just well, let's just keep it like that. If can game render zero color with terminal size. Mm, see what is here. Why? Oh, segmentation failed. Why segmentation failed? Is it the kind game render function that's where segmentation failed? No, it's not these things. Oh, I am so silly. Actually, no, I am not silly. Is it because of this? Oh, wait a second, please. So what is the issue here? Is this constant? Is this one here? Oh! No, 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 no. It was you. You were the issue here. Increase terminal size. Nice. I just thought a better nice position, probably. And it's nice. Yes, this is good enough for me. I am happy with this. I'm really happy with this, and I believe I will be ending my stream in this state right now.